Good day to each of you. I'm Jeff Queen, the rector here at St. Andrew's Church in Fort Thomas, and I'm recording today from a lesser recognizable place within the church. If you typically sit in the overflow section, the side chapel or Bethany Chapel, depending on what you refer to it as, then this place is very familiar to you. But otherwise, you probably have never noticed or been in this place in the church before unless you sit up here regularly. Of course, you see the big screen TV that we broadcast on Sundays so that people who sit here can see what's going on at the high altar. But what I want to draw your attention to today is this beautiful window. This window is one of the more intriguing windows in our parish church. It is the seal of St. Andrew's Parish. You'll notice that in two of these panels is the cross of St. Andrew's, that X-shaped cross that we've talked about before in our midweek check-ins. In the other corners, the opposite corners, you'll see the cross of St. George along with two hands clasped, and that is the part of the seal for the Diocese of Lexington. And so captured within this window is our parish seal, St. Andrew's Parish in the Diocese of Lexington, Kentucky. Just an interesting tidbit. Like so many of the other carvings and items within this church, the more we come in and use this building, the more we take this building for granted. And I can imagine that many of you are sitting at home right now wishing that you could be back in this space. And as the time comes for that, I would encourage you to be mindful of some of the nooks and crannies that we have looked at in these midweek video check-ins that will continue in the future. But just to be mindful of them and keep your eye open for some of those neat little things that tell us in visual imagery and in carvings and in other ways the story of our church and of our faith. This particular window being that of our parish seal at St. Andrew's. I would encourage each of you in this week. Today is the 24th of June, and it happens to be the feast of the Nativity of St. John the Baptist, when we recognize his feast day and we recognize his birth. I would encourage you today to remember in your prayers those on our parish prayer list. They include Adam, Nancy, Fran, Crystal, and Ron, Erica, Steve, Joe, Susan, Marion, Lynn, Jim, Leslie, Emily, and Maggie. I would also encourage you today to keep in your prayers those who celebrate birthdays this week, a list of which is available in the emails you receive. But we give thanks today and celebrate the birthdays this week of Lucy Collier, Alice Gabbard, Terry Heil, Julie Burling, Mary Beth Ganote, Anderson Jansen, Thomas Kearns III, and Sam Rushman. We pray God's blessing upon them and that they might have many more years. Thank you for tuning in today. Next week, we'll spend a few minutes looking at the shrine of Our Lady of Walsingham, which is also located in this chapel, and give you a few ideas as far as prayers and how to better use that prayer space when you gather. Until next time, I wish you well and hope to see you again soon here in St. Andrew's Church. Bye.